Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask, Heidi. It's the weekend, so let's do the whole doggone thing. Saturday, May the 7th, National Barrier Awareness Day, National Packaging Design Day, National Paste Up Day, National Roast Leg of Lamb Day, Free Comic Book Day, Join Hands Day, Kentucky Derby, National Babysitters Day, Bird Mother's Day, Bombshell Day, National Fitness Day, National Homebrew Day, Play Outside Day, Scrapbook Day, Start Seeing Monarchs Day, and National Train Day. All of that on Saturday. And Sunday's not quite as busy. It is National Coconut Cream Pie Day. We should celebrate that.
That is your favorite.
National Have a Coke Day. We should celebrate that. And National Student Nurse Day on Sunday. Oh, and there's something else. Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Heidi.
Thank you.
We get to see my mother as well. I'm excited for that.
Yes, we do.
All of that happening. And May
It's been a long time since we've gotten to see your mom on Mother's Day.
Yeah. May is National Stroke Awareness Month, and I've got a guest we're going to be talking with who suffered a stroke, and it's just a fascinating story. I'm excited to chat with her. But do you know the signs of a stroke? If you're supposed to act fast. It says FAST, face drooping. Mm-hmm. A is arm weakness. S is speech difficulty, and T, time to call 911, FAST. Just keep that in mind. We're going to chat more about that coming up on this weekend edition of the John and Heidi Show.
What can I say that I haven't already said about BetterCreditCards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At BetterCreditCards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. This weekend is World Naked Gardening Day. Lawn starter rag.
How is that even a thing?
I don't know. 100 of the biggest U.S. cities exposed the best places for naked gardening, according to this list.
Exposed other things as well.
Each city looked at the size of the nudist population, the legality of public nudity, garden friendliness, and weather conditions. So here are the top 10 best places for nude gardening. Durham, North Carolina comes in at number 10. Number 9, Seattle, Washington. 8, Raleigh, North Carolina. 7, Philadelphia. 6, Miami. 5, Tampa. 4, Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Number 3, Atlanta, Georgia. The number 2 best city for naked gardening, according to this list, is Orlando, Florida. Any idea what number 1 would be?
No.
The number 1 best city for naked gardening, according to this study, Austin, Texas. There you go. Yeah. It's your surveys and studies and such. Brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Did you know? Brought to you by RadioTravelGroup.com. Heidi, did you know Elon Musk had a little bit of a gag last month? He tweeted, next I'm buying Coca-Cola to put the cocaine back in it.
I saw that.
You know, that has become the second most liked tweet in history. In history.
He's just a funny guy.
Well, and the thing is,
I mean, think what you want about him, but he's witty and he is funny.
There were a lot of things floating around. Like, I saw a bunch of fake memes. Like one of my favorites, it said, now that I've bought Twitter, up next I'm going to buy McDonald's and fix all the ice cream machines. Yeah. Have you ever been to a place and they're like, I'm sorry, the ice cream machine's broken?
Yeah.
And it is weird because I've taught, like, everybody I know has been to somewhere where that's been the case. So, yeah, I thought that was pretty funny. But I don't think he really tweeted that, but he did really tweet, next time I'm buying Coca-Cola to put the cocaine back in. And it has become the second most liked tweet in Twitter history. There you go. We don't know everything, but now we know this.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Ever since Netflix announced That 90s Show, a continuation of That 70s Show, fans have been clamoring to know who's coming back. Kurtwood Smith, Deborah Jo Rupp, they were confirmed to reprise their roles, Red and Kitty Foreman. But now we know Almost the entire core cast will be back in some capacity.
Nice.
Think about how many people from that have gone on to do other really, really cool things, and now they're going to be coming back as the people you knew and loved from the 70s, but now they're going to be from the 90s. Netflix also in the news here, they put the hammer down on another show, one that's definitely a royal flush. A streaming service canceled Meghan Markle's animated series Pearl. The show was set to be the first animated series for a company called Archwell Productions. That's from Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. Anyway, created by the Duchess of Sussex, originally announced last summer. Now it sounds like maybe it's not going to happen. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, it said it was canceled.
Okay, so I don't know. And Pete Davidson got a tattoo, and that's in the news.
Why does... I don't understand the fascination with this goober.
Okay, well, if you want to read the story, Heidi didn't want to hear it. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. MIT engineers have developed a paper-thin loudspeaker that can turn any surface into an active audio source, essentially allowing you to convert any room into a concert hall. The thin film loudspeaker produces sound with minimal distortion while using a fraction of the energy required by a traditional loudspeaker. The hand-sized speaker, which weighs about as much as a dime, can generate high-quality sound no matter what surface the film is bonded to. How amazing is that?
Oh, you're pretty excited about that,
I'm very
sure.
excited. That's very cool. I have speakers, but they're much bigger and heavier. So if I can carry something around the size of a dime and it weighs that much, I like it. A California couple managed to have the wedding of their dreams on a shoestring budget, $500.
Oh, wow.
Kiara and Joel Broken Bro, their big day, had all the bells and whistles of a traditional ceremony, a tuxedo, a white dress, cake, flowers, dancing, but none of the big price tag. For example, while the average wedding dress cost $1,600, she ordered hers for $47. They made their own invitations. The wedding took place at a public park, so that was free. Her mother is a pastor, so she officiated at zero cost. The flowers were paid for by the godmother. The music created on a playlist. 40 guests at the rehearsal dinner paid for their own meals. Why the frugality? Well, they were committed to not start their new lives in debt. A wedding is beautiful, and ours was beautiful, but I don't want to mess up our long-term goals for this one little day.
That's fantastic.
It really is. And the thing is, again, nothing against big, beautiful weddings, and I don't want to say anybody doesn't deserve that. Everybody deserves whatever it is that they want to do. If that's what you want to do that. But I love this. And I remember reading one where a lot of people, instead of buying gifts, they put money towards helping them put a down payment on a house. And I was thinking, what a life-changing decision that would be.
Yeah.
Instead of having a bunch of stuff that you don't necessarily even need, now you're going, hey, we got this place that we're going to live, and we're going to be able to get our life started. So,
do you remember what our wedding cost?
how much was our wedding?
$200.
Nice. See,
Yeah.
my wife is so frugal. I was even a slightly used husband, so she got a good deal. Scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
May is Stroke Awareness Month, and our guest today, Pam Henry Neaton, knows firsthand about this experience. Pam is a teacher in Minnesota, and she had a stroke. Pam, tell us a little bit about your experience and what happened, because it sounds like everything is good now, but this could have gone horribly wrong, couldn't it?
It could have, and I was very fortunate what took place after I was diagnosed with it, too. But I was working at school, and I was doing an IEP on a Zoom call, and I noticed that my hand was numb and I describe it as a floppy crappie. Couldn't move the mouse or anything like that. Finished my IEP meeting, got up, went to the bathroom and did a self-stroke assessment on myself, looked in the mirror. I could smile. I could balance on one foot with my eyes closed. I could go with my fingers to my nose, just all those kinds of things that they do if they think you're having a stroke, that type of assessment. Nothing was showing up. For some reason, I just felt that something wasn't right. So I told the gal that's my coworker that I was going to go home and she would find a sub for me. Drove home. I live about 12 miles away from where I work. Called my husband on the phone because he wasn't at the farm at the time. Asked him, where he was and told him that I felt like I needed to go to the emergency room just to get it checked out. This whole time, I did not have numbness anywhere else other than my hand. I could walk. I could talk. I had no slurred speech. He came home, took me to our local hospital. They brought me in just from my hand. They did a CAT scan and they did what they call the minimal MRI. And the physician's assistant came back and told me I had had a stroke.
What was it like to hear those words? You had a stroke.
Very scary. In fact, I had it in my head that I thought I had a brain tumor. Just from my hand not wanting to work. Never, ever did I think I'd have a stroke. So when he said that, I said to him, no, I don't think so, and he's like, no, you did. So through telehealth with the screen, they talked to a neurologist at a hospital, Abbott Northwestern, that's in Minneapolis. He came on and kind of explained what was going on. They gave me TPA, which is like a blood thinner, and then I was transported by ambulance to Abbott Northwestern.
So do you know other people who had gone through this, or was it kind of foreign to you?
No, I've known other people that it had happened to, but I never thought this would happen to me, and if it can happen to me, it can happen to anyone. And that's why I just want to make people aware of to just trust your gut feeling, and you may not have all the signs of a stroke, but you still could be having a stroke or have had a stroke. And the sooner you can get to the hospital and they can diagnose it and just kind of get that medicine and get your protocol going with it, the better chance you have of surviving it and not having another one or not having long-term effects.
Now, I'm reading in here that you have a device implanted inside of you to help you. Let's talk a little bit about that.
So I have what's called a Link. It's LINQ. It's made by Medtronic. It monitors my heart. It's very small. If you would take like a AA battery and cut that in half and then cut it in half again, that's about as big as it is. Very minimal invasive surgery. It's not really even surgery. They just numb the area and put it in there. It monitors my heart. One of the reasons that I decided to go with that is because they couldn't quite figure out where it came from, where my stroke came from, where that blood clot came from. They thought I may have AFib, but nothing showed up the whole amount of time that I was in the hospital. So it's very easy. They just put it in, and it monitors your heart to let them know. I have a machine that sits next to my bed that looks like a cordless phone. Every night it transmits while I'm sleeping. It transmits whatever is in that little link, that story in that little link for the day for me, down to Abbott Northwestern to the cardiology unit. If something shows up, they call and check how I'm doing. They'll ask me to send another one, which is a manual one. So you pick up what it looks like a cordless phone, put it over the implant, and it sends it down to Abbott Northwestern. And then I also do one once a month. So they get one every day, but then once a month I send one that kind of gives them the scope of the whole month.
Well, I'm really glad things worked out well for you. I'm going to throw a link to the information about Link because it fascinates me.
And I actually have a couple links that you could add to that. One is the strokealliance.org, and the other one is medtronic.com and then /stop stroke.
Very nice. Once again, May is Stroke Awareness Month. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
What can I say that I haven't already said about bettercreditcards.com? It's a website. You go there to get a better credit card. Okay, that's really probably all I need to say for most of you, but I still have time left, so how about this? At bettercreditcards.com, we have different kinds of credit cards, some with better points and perks, some designed to help you build your credit. Whatever stage of life you happen to be in, we want to help. Give yourself a little credit. BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Melting an ice cube in your mouth burns about 2.3 calories. Holy cow, that's my new health plan.
Love ice
Yeah.
cubes.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Women are attracted to the scent of Good and Plenty licorice, candy, and cucumbers.
That is true.
It's good to know.
That is
Fun
true.
fact for you,
I like
Heidi.
all of those things. What's that, John?
The word hipster goes all the way back to the 1930s. It was used to refer to someone in the jazz scene. They were a hipster.
Ah.
All right. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The word noon originally meant 3 p.m.
What?
Yeah, noon used to be 3 p.m. I don't know.
Okay.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Blue-eyed people tend to have higher alcohol tolerance than those with darker eyes. What color eyes you got there, Heidi?
Blue.
It's true. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
The first artificial Christmas trees were produced by using toilet brush manufacturing equipment, but it was specifically for a tree. Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Twitter can handle up to 18 quintillion user accounts. And our final fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Research shows that for luxury brands, the ruder the sales staff, the higher their sales. I don't get that.
Yeah.
Don't ever do that to me. I'm not a fan. There you go. Now, it's a bunch of fun facts. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Are you looking for an energy drink that's natural, lasts longer, has no dyes, no artificial flavorings, and no sugar? Blitz Energy Drink is the answer. With only 10 calories per serving and 200 milligrams of caffeine, our formula will help increase your focus, endurance, mood, and energy levels. Order now at drinkblitzenergy.com. Use promo code RADIO20 to save 20% and get free shipping on any canister. drinkblitzenergy.com. Promo code RADIO20. That's drinkblitzenergy.com.
Time now for the Mint Mobile question of the day. It comes your way courtesy of mintervention.com. Heidi, are you ready for the question?
Sure.
In a survey where people were asked to name something in their house that doesn't work, this came in at number 1.
Their husband.
Why are you pointing at me? I got a job. I'm right here. It's not the answer, but it was very funny. No, in a survey where they asked something that doesn't work, the number 1 answer was the ice maker in the fridge.
Oh.
So there you go. It's your Mint Mobile question of the day, brought to you by mintervention.com.
Join us in October for The Sands, a week of music and fun that's been described as the best week ever by many guests. This year we have more icons and more fun. Loverboy, Belinda Carlisle, Lou Gramm, Vanilla Ice, Samantha Fox, Firehouse, and many more already on the schedule. Plus, more announcements coming soon. Plan to join us October 25th through the 30th at Planet Hollywood Beach Resort Cancun. This all-inclusive event will be the time of your life. Learn more now at radiotravelgroup.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com. It's definitely good news for those of us who would rather spend our sunny afternoons watching grass grow than cutting it. A charity is encouraging people to not mow their lawns the month of May. They're saying, help your local ecosystem with the No Mow May. Can we roll this into June and July? I'm loving this. It encourages people to keep their lawnmower in the garage this entire month. Take part in a survey to see what's been growing, according to this. UK charity Plant Life says their initiative not only gives us an opportunity for all sorts of interesting wildflowers to grow, they say it's also a great help to bees and other pollinators, providing more nectar for them. 2019 is when they very first started this thing. They found 250 wild plant species, including wild strawberries and wild garlic in some places where they wouldn't have seen it otherwise. So
Okay.
that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I didn't know that was a thing, but it's kind of weird. That's why it's weird news. Brought to you by weirdgiftoftheday.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for the list, brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. This was on Reddit. That's where this came from. It says, small details to watch before marrying someone. It says, get along with the partner's parents. My in-laws treat me like an outsider, even though we've been married for 18 years. Next, how they treat strangers. And that's true. If you see
That is
the
true.
person treat strangers really poorly, they're probably
It's
not
a
the
red
greatest person.
flag. Yep.
Has your partner ever apologized to you? Or do they have to win every argument? I apologize all the time. I'm sorry, Heidi, for
That's
even being
because you're
sorry.
usually wrong, and it's
I know.
unfortunate.
It
but-
really is. Your partner's relationship with money and finances. And I know that's probably something a lot of people feel like, well, I don't want to seem, superficial, but there is
It's
some
important.
truth to that.
Yep.
Everyday reaction to your presence. Next, how do you like to spend your downtime? Do you guys get along doing the same things? Don't marry someone until you've seen them get stressed or until you've seen them stressed out.
Right.
This entire list, and it's way too long to get through. You can see it in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Are you ready to enjoy a little slice of paradise? Check out this beautiful family-owned, professionally managed vacation rental in sunny Poipu, Kauai, Hawaii. Our family stayed recently and we absolutely loved it. The area is so beautiful and the vacation rental has room for up to 6 guests. Why stay in hotel rooms when you can all enjoy your own area in a vacation rental? Visit Hawaii and make your trip to this tropical paradise one to remember. Learn more at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Time now for the quote of the day. It comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com. Our quote today is from Charlie Brown.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that was Charlie's mom.
Yes.
Here's the quote from Charlie. Sometimes you lie in bed at night and you don't have a single thing to worry about. That always worries me.
Aww.
Do you ever lay in bed and worry about things? Heidi, you ever sit there?
Oh, all the time.
I knew the answer. That's why I was kind of laughing in the middle of it. Heidi could be a professional worrier. Like if that was a job, you would excel at that.
Oh, I would.
You worry for every little thing. I try not to. I just don't even think about it. But then again, I'm married to you.
That's why I have to worry.
Yeah, I'm married to you, so you do all the worrying for me. So quote of the day comes your way courtesy of InsuranceChicken.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. It comes your way courtesy of radiotravelgroup.com. Here's a headline. Plant-eating enzyme could eliminate billions of tons of landfill waste. This is a neat thing.
That's pretty cool.
An enzyme variant created by engineers and scientists at the University of Texas at Austin breaks down environmental throttling plastics that typically take centuries to degrade in just a matter of hours or a matter of days. That's really cool.
That is cool.
The discovery, published in the Nature journal, could help solve one of the world's most pressing environmental problems: what to do with billions and billions of tons of plastic waste that are piling up in landfills and polluting natural lands and getting in water. This enzyme has the potential to supercharge recycling on a large scale that would allow major industries to reduce their environmental impact by recovering and reusing plastics at the molecular level. So it breaks it down to the molecular level. Possibilities are endless, they say. You could leverage this recycling process, according to a chemical engineer in Austin, Texas. Beyond the obvious waste management industry, this also provides corporations from every sector the opportunity to take a lead in recycling their products. It says these more sustainable enzymes that we're approaching can begin to envision a true circular plastic economy. So saying we could create things and it would break it back
And
down. You
reuse
could
them.
use that to
Yeah.
recreate them. So there's a video and everything if you want to see it.
And everything.
It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show this weekend.